What's going on, and welcome back to the A Show, the Kings of Pro Wrestling Podcasts. I am Justin, here with Meelz. What's up, Meelz?
Hey man, spring's finally sprung. We were finally back.
It's sprung and it's raining and cold out here, so
that's good. I mean, y'all need a variety of weather. Y'all keep all the good weather to yourselves, to be honest with you.
I told you it was going to change. I told you
it should.
I'm like, nope. I bet you it's going to change.
Today I had the day off. I actually got to. It was nice enough for me this morning, and when I say nice, I mean like above like 59 degrees. To go run. So this is the first time I've ran in months.
Did you happen to see Sol Ruka and Zarya fighting on your way, or
no? But wasn't that so ghetto? I wanted to say it on the thing, but I didn't know how people would respond to it. I wouldn't say like this is so ghetto.
Yeah, it's so New York. What do you mean?
It's ghetto. Times Square, fighting in Times Square is the ultimate ghetto. Like fighting in the hood, yeah, we'll get it. Fighting in Times not Times Square. Outside of Madison Square Garden, you'd get arrested in like 4 seconds. Like
hopefully they did it.
But probably people were probably like, you know what, this is just some regular shit. But imagine having to commit, right? Imagine this is the bit, and they're telling you, nah, get by the hot dog stand on Madison Square Garden and act like you're having a fight in front of public people. Imagine committing to the bit.
Pop that shit off.
Listen, man. So they did what they did. Oh, they're running down the stand and deliver card as we speak. We'll talk about that on the show relatively soon. Honestly, it doesn't look like a bad card, but I feel you on NXT's the woes of NXT. Speaking of woes, we're about a week and a half away from the greatest hate watch that will ever exist. Euphoria.
I was about to say, I thought you were talking about Mania. Like,
no, Euphoria season 3. The greatest hate watch that will ever exist, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to see what's going on. I'm looking forward to see what's happening.
That trailer was a trailer, eh?
The trailer was a trailer. And that's all I got to say about that. What else? I believe the new Malcolm in the Middle is coming back soon too. Were you a Malcolm in the Middle person? Because they were white and I didn't really watch them.
I didn't watch it either. I was like, what's this, the white Cosbys? And I
but when the episodes I did catch, I caught episodes when I was older, and I was like, oh, this is kind of actually a really smart show. It actually kind of falls in line with like Fox's programming when did Fox fall off?
Do you agree with it coming back?
No, I mean, it's not a necessity. I don't know what audience was really clamoring for it back. It seems cool to do because I feel like various reboots for Fox have managed to work out really, really well. I don't know, Futurama, depending on who you ask. King of the Hill.
I didn't like the Futurama.
I didn't really like it either, but I didn't like it when it came back the first time. So it's a show where pretty much the first 3 seasons are where it's at, and then pretty much everything after that, it kind of loses its touch, gets Simpsons-esque. But let's see. But no, I don't know what the clamoring for is, but we're getting that. Different World reboot. Are you interested in that? A Different World coming back?
I saw the casting for that. Is Jasmine Guy back?
I think she's definitely part of it.
If she's back, I'll watch it. Whitley and Dwayne is kind of like everyone's favorite love story, is it not?
But it's not going to be about them.
It should be about their kids, though. That'd be dope. But it's been so long. Their kids have kids. That's how long it's been.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I'm so confused of why it's kind of like really coming back. Also, Netflix doesn't have a good like reboot track
Yeah,
record.
it'll be 2 seasons, and they'll be like, well, we didn't hit the viewer
Yeah.
threshold, and like, what was your viewer threshold? 20 million. I'm like, nigga, 20 million niggas were watching it when it was on there.
Especially considering it was like its earliest thing was like it's linked to the Cosby Show. Don't you love the Cosby Show? And then suddenly it was just like, no, it's its own thing. The Cos stepped away. So we have that. What else is something recently in the news that I've been meaning to talk about? I don't know if you've used that Crunchyroll account any lately, but Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 was very much well done. I think you'd actually appreciate it more than season 2. I think you would. It's a lot of like callbacks and not callbacks. Yeah, I know the plot. But the power system, yes, I know. But I do think it takes a lot of influences. Mappa, and we know Mappa, right? Attack on Titan is like one of the greatest anime adaptations that's ever existed. And it follows kind of that similar route, but it takes a lot from kind of like Western influences, like in terms of like movies and like scenes and cinema and kind of like how they approach animating the show. And it isn't 24 episodes, so the animators actually had time to really like flesh things out. So I would consider watching it.
Okay.
I think you would really, it's only 12 episodes. I think you would actually like the season better than most seasons.
Okay. I really liked
except the episode where they try to explain the game that they're playing.
Oh, it's the culling game thing that I've heard about?
It's the culling game, yeah. The culling game is kind of confusing, but it's...
Do they try and mix it up?
No, they do. They explain it very, very clearly, to be honest with you. They use a lot of actual like resources in doing the best job they can at explaining the rules for this thing. Yeah. I just don't know if it'll totally land, but it's about fighting, so that's really it.
I mean, in other news, you're talking about like shit like that. That's good. AI is dying.
AI is dying?
Oracle laying off 1,000 people today.
Oh no.
Sora closing down. Disney dropping the Sora deal. All of the years they've been bleeding money into AI and they've seen nothing from it. It's all biting them in the ass now.
I feel like AI, there's definitely benefits to it in an automated operational sense, but not in a sense where you're relying on it for the sake of your company and laying off actual people to utilize it. So
hasn't succeeded. Yes,
it's I don't get. It's kind of crazy the amount of There was a conversation in a barbershop once, and his reasoning for a lot of things was like, let me put it in Chat GPT and let me tell you about it. And I was like, oh yeah, you have no fucking point. Chat GPT will literally agree with you on anything. It will like, you know what?
They don't tell you that anything's bad. Like
no.
I was in a meeting and I was in a really long meeting one day, and like I looked over at like a person getting like relationship advice from ChatGPT, and it was just telling them to just, yeah, that's fine, that's cool, that's fine. I'm like, no,
it hits you. It always was like, yes, of course, I see where you're going there. But what if, yeah, that could be a reason. All right, so here's why. It's just fucking weird, bro. It just is what it is. But I'm glad it's slowly, listen, if it's slowly dying and putting jobs back in people's back on the thing. We both went so long without jobs, and we're happy to kind of be on the other side of this thing. But there's still so many people who are getting laid off. There's still so many people who still haven't found jobs yet and want this to be completed. Just a heads up, the main event for NXT is Kendall Gray versus Lola Vice. This better be Lola Vice's swan fucking song. Like,
I'm pretty sure you'll update me on what happens there. But
we'll talk about it. By the time you hit the card, it might be done.
We're talking about what's the Mania for the week?
The Mania for the week?
Yeah, WrestleMania for the week.
WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20. Are you ready? I had this on DVD too.
Infamous show.
I don't know if it can be said. How did you feel about the tagline, especially now that we work in marketing, where it all begins again?
I think but grammatically not great, but because it shouldn't be like ellipses, right? It should be like a comma or something, or like a.
Did it all begin again though?
Well, I would say, you know what? If there's ever a argument for like a new generation, this is the one. I think that if there's parallels to them, and we haven't watched this Mania yet, I would say that like there's a pretty cool parallel that could be had from this one to 42, or I mean from this one to 40. Honestly,
yeah, for sure. I mean, this is
30 as well. Shit, 30 as well. There's a good parallel there.
I mean, this was I don't know if this was like we're issuing a new era. I mean, I think we were firmly in it anyway. I mean, kind of, we're still in the ruthless aggression. We're in the throes of it, but the avatars for ruthless aggression haven't been crowned yet. They're very much still on their way. WWE still searching for a new star while seemingly leaning on now more than ever Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, as those kind of like stalwarts of the game. But it's a loaded roster. This is still post-invasion. This is still, now it's kind of like OVW's massive integration into the roster. So this, when you look at the card, this was one of the rare Manias, I think, for the time where they're like, we gotta get everybody on this bitch.
Yeah. And get everyone on this bitch they did. Because this is 12 fucking matches.
Listen, let's talk about it. Worst match on this card.
Just a caveat here. We are going off of memory for a lot of people. Do not get upset.
Yeah, man. Is this that Mania that Meltzer was talking about where they let 25,000 people in for free?
I think it was the next one. It's the next one, bro. It's the next one.
This is the last Mania in Madison Square Garden. The attendance was 20,000. The buy rate was over 1 million. I'm pretty sure they sold this tickets out the wazoo. I specifically remember this Mania being promoted on the trains, anywhere where there was a surface that could be promoted on. Mania was there. I remember John Cena showing up at 106 in Park to promote WrestleMania 20. So WWE did their best in terms of like really, really like, yo, let's promote this. Let's get the city involved. But yes, we're going off of memory. The worst match on this card has to belong to
the Playboy Evening Gown tag team match. Tori Wilson and Sable versus Miss Jackie and Stacy Keibler. Sable depleted, completely finished.
Depleted is crazy. Depleted is crazy. I would not use that to describe. Let me like depleted of like aura.
It's just everything. I mean, look at her. She was just completely out of her depth here. Just looked terrible.
I think this is one of her last appearances on. Well, no, is it? I believe so. When Brock goes, she goes.
Yeah, if not her last. Like just completely just terrible. Miss Jackie. I mean, again, Attitude Era is years apart from where this is right now. Even just naming them, you'd be like, damn, I forgot that they were still there. Yes, they were.
This is not Jacqueline. This is Miss Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough Miss Enough Jackie, 2 winner.
Tough Enough 2 Jackie Gata, which again, Attitude Era, you know what I mean? It's just still around at this point. It's still terrible.
Yeah. So definitely bad. I mean, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, I think it's fine. You know, if you're a Diva stan, you probably lived. But you know, yeah, pretty much bad. Second worst match. It's got to be Goldberg and Brock, right? Man.
But no.
No.
Big Show and John Cena.
What? I don't think that was that bad.
It's a moment more than it is a match, Meelz. He gets beat up for like 7 minutes and he does 2 moves.
Yeah, but even Big Show kicks out the FU.
Yeah.
It goes a little bit long.
Big Show kicking out the FU is, to me, insane. Especially when you're trying to get that move over. Like, why the fuck did they have him kick out of that?
I don't know. Because he's the Big Show. He's a former WWE champion.
Why are we protecting the Big Show? It's clearly not for him to, you know what I'm saying, to survive this.
It's WrestleMania, baby.
I don't like this match at all. I don't like this match. It's better for the moment. If there's a reason why they show why they show the aftermath of this match more than they show the match itself.
But here's the thing, though. Here's my argument for that match. That match is a match. What is Goldberg versus Brock?
It's still a match. It
wasn't.
By your definition, it's still a match.
They were locking up for 7 minutes to people booing and flipping them off, and everyone.
I'll give you that if you let John Cena and Big Show be the next one.
I'll give it the next one, but definitely not like. I think Goldberg versus Brock was by all stretch of the imagination, a terrible match. I thought beyond the match itself, right?
Their attitudes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny.
Night and day between like what Brock is doing now, where it's just like you kind of like know like he's on the way out. You know what I mean? But
that is night and day for Goldberg though. Pretty much the same night.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much the same attitude.
If there's anyone who could be like somebody's unprofessional, somebody's not, like you could like look at like how the two of these guys are acting on their way out.
But currently. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the referee, and he's just like in the middle of it. And I guess the idea coming out of it was like, well, how do we get Stone Cold over? But here's the thing: Stone Cold also gone after this. Doesn't show up until the next year's WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. So every person in this match was pretty much gone the day after. He had no idea what to do. Brock Lesnar leaving the WWE was one of the first like major shock news stories that I had when I became like dirt sheet reader, Raja report reading guy.
I know Raja, I mean.
Yeah, man. Brock Lesnar is leaving the WWE. And I think I only found out after he lost the title to Eddie Guerrero. Because I think everyone thought this match was going to be for the title.
Nope.
But I guess
should have known something though. When everybody should have known. So I was just like, that's highly odd that he would lose it like at No Way Out and how this happened. But we didn't think of it until the rumor came out. I think the rumor hit like a week that week. I think
it was a little bit beforehand. Well, yeah, it really hit like the week.
It hit that everyone was going to be gone.
Yeah,
that week. Yeah.
Goldberg wasn't renewing. He wasn't coming back. So it ended up being what it was. So the following match after that will be John Cena versus Big Show. I will definitely say that.
See to me.
The following match after that, I'll get.
Victoria,
I feel like I can't imagine a match would be that bad.
Victoria Molly Holly?
I kind of want to say the Cruiserweight Open.
Okay, yeah.
Look at who's in the Cruiserweight Open. Look who wins it. It's Ultimo Dragon's only WrestleMania. Ultimo Dragon was kind of like at this point, to me, I had not watched any WCW or any Japanese wrestling, but he seemed like a legendary mythical Pokemon at the time. But yeah, this was Rey Mysterio didn't even win. Like, why is he even in this? Like, this was a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? Hot mess express. So I'm going to give it that. And then I will go Victoria versus Molly Holly, even though Molly Holly props for shaving her head. Yeah.
Hashtag going through with it.
and now she got a job for life. You know what I'm saying? Now she's producing a television.
She kept that low cut forever.
Yeah, man. It looks good on her. You know what I'm saying? The two tag matches are kind of in the same universe.
They're a blur to me. I do think that initially, just off a thought here, I think we do put that Evolution Rock and Sock a little bit below one of these other
Nah.
Yeah, man. It was dumb. Why are they in it? For one, why is it a 3-on-2 handicap match? That's so fucking stupid. That's such a stupid step for this match, for these two big stars.
But they It
Wasn't
was.
Rock on after this too? Like for a bit.
I mean, he was. Some would say he wasn't even there. You know what I'm
True. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he was gone before this.
He showed up. I mean, the idea was originally, I guess, Mick Foley versus Randy Orton, which would then happen at Backlash. But along the way, you get The Rock, WrestleMania 20. If you can get The Rock, you get The Rock. So
he looked like he wanted to be there.
I think they had 3-on-2 because they couldn't fully trust Batista in any of this role to be able to provide a serviceable match. He was very much in his Jade Cargill era of what Batista clothesline, like one of them.
Over here.
He was very much in that era. So I think they had Flair in it too.
I don't think it's great. I think we're going to disagree with a lot of this shit. I think
I
agree. One match, but I think we'll disagree with a lot of this.
I like the Rock match because I'm a big Rock fan, but yeah, it's. See, I put the tag matches under it though because Lord knows I don't give a fuck about any of these people in these matches.
Fatal 4-way is better than the 3-on-2.
Okay, I'll concede. I won't agree, but I'll concede.
Okay. Oh wait, now I got to talk about which one. I think the one with the SmackDown guys. Was it? No, it was Raw guys with La Resistance and Rob Van Dam. Better character.
Yeah. Rob Van Dam, Booker T. Yeah. Can't go wrong with that. Let's see.
Oh my god, Undertaker and Kane should probably be where Big Show and John Cena is.
It's a classic squash match, bro. This is it doesn't get more.
I love that. You know why you're biased here? Because it was in New York. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You like literally matches like this happened today. You're shitting on it.
First of all, match don't happen with this building up to this moment. The only reason it's happening is because there was an incredible build to the moment and the reveal of the Undertaker versus Kane and them doing their great work. No, of course the match wasn't great. It was a squash match. Like, it wasn't competitive at all. This isn't WrestleMania 14.
The chopped cheese in your eyes.
No, don't do that. There's nothing even New York about Undertaker or Kane. Like, there's no bias that could happen.
The H train in you is
H train. There's no H train. H train doesn't exist, man. There's no fucking H train. What color is the H train? A train, sure, yeah.
It's
there
green.
You go.
Green.
Sure.
Like, come on, man. Like,
no, this is a classic squash match. You don't get like better build to the moment and the gratification of Kane.
Listen, when you be capping like this at work, where you just be like, yeah, this is how I'm gonna sell this shit. I'm gonna cap my ass off.
You don't want to even know. But the gratification, I think, it exceeds the actual match. Like, this is a build up to the moment. Can I have this one? Can I have it just a little bit higher?
Fine.
Okay. All right. You don't agree, but you concede.
I'll remember this next week.
Okay. All right. All right. Now we're in the kind of like upper tier, upper caliber matches. We have Christian Jericho, Eddie, Kurt, triple threat match.
I will do the triple threat match first.
You would do triple threat match as the weakest of the three matches.
Yeah, the weakest of the three. It's the triple threat between No. I'm bugging.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Christian Jericho.
Christian Jericho is the weakest. Great ending. Didn't see it coming at all. Even as a kid. I was like, what? Whoa, she slapped the shit out of him.
It's one of those things where I'm just like, Vince is good for one. He's good for one, where you just unconceivably just have the heel win the match for no reason.
But also, this match was good because of their own merit. But this feud went on way too long. This feud went on for like 7 months. And it started like 6 months before that. This started with 2 men beating up women in a tag match. And then it got wrapped up into a love story. Oh, Shawn Michaels came out on NXT this week. Oh, what's going on here? Wait a minute. There's a finish. There's a weird finish here. Oh, This is very strange.
Oh my
They're doing
God.
They're doing the most for NXT this week. It ends on a cliffhanger. Wait, Stand and Delivers this Saturday. What's going on?
Oh, brother. All right, keep going.
I'm sorry. With that said, I like Christian versus Jericho. So it's but the heel winning. But it turned on them, and this was supposed to, honestly, I don't know what this was for, to make Christian a bigger heel. I didn't see it. Make Jericho a more beloved face.
Getting no heat.
Yeah. Because I don't think people thought that he could really pull Trish Stratus.
I mean, true.
so it just happened.
If he pulling Trish Stratus, I'm pulling Trish Stratus. That's just general.
This was the era where Jermaine Dupri had Janet Jackson. Just remember, maybe Vince saw that in an article. It's like, Jermaine Dupri.
That ain't this era.
All right, so now we have the final two matches: Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle and the triple threat match.
Between Young Dro, HBK, and Triple H.
I'm going with the Young Dro match as actually the best match on this card.
Yeah, it's the best match. But I think I
unfortunately stood and clapped at the end of this match when I was a kid.
Why you're a kid? I mean, we're 4 years, almost 3 years removed from what's really about to happen.
Yeah, it was. So Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle to me also came out of nowhere, right? So Eddie Guerrero wins the championship, and Kurt Angle just.
For people that weren't alive then, like obviously you've heard of how great Eddie Guerrero is, right? Like everyone knows this. Like it's the equivalent of Penta going on a run.
Yeah.
Wow. From February to
Very much true. Very much true. But the Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero feud, how it started, is the equivalent of how people are complaining about Gunther versus Seth Rollins right now.
Yeah. Again, and we'll talk about this we're just going to talk about the card, but I'm like, again, this dream of a Mania card being 8 to 12 months of things being built up because it happened for one match, 1 year, 2 year, one match 2 years ago. It's just not the truth.
It is not realistic, but this match just happens. At some point, Kurt Angle's happy for Eddie Guerrero, but then he turns into some sort of maniacal monster who shows up and beats the shit out of Eddie Guerrero at whatever chance, which leads to the WrestleMania match. Crafty finish with the shoe thing. But I thought, to be honest with you, I thought the match, I got to see the match again, to be honest with you. I got to watch it again. Because I remember it leading to me, it led with Kurt Angle looking really, really strong in this moment and Eddie not. And then he kind of wins with some bullshit.
Yeah, because that was the story, is that he's like a shooter and Eddie is just kind of like real deal babyface wrestler at this point. And who cheats? Which again, like I just wish they would just go that way with Dom, just like go fully in on that type of character. They just won't. And yeah, I don't know.
So the main event, best match on the card, the build.
I mean, to be real, up until recent times, probably the best WrestleMania main event of all time.
Yeah,
for quite a while too. It wasn't even close. It was the best one.
Definitely out of the 20s. Shit, hell yeah.
I think like in recent years, I put the triple threat from last year over it.
What do you think was the first match that you're like, okay, this is better than this match? Like when you roll down WrestleMania 21, 22.
Better main events than the 21?
I guess it's 26, right? Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
That's
part 2.
That's one of them. Yeah, HBK. No. I wouldn't say it's better than this. No, I don't think it's better than this. No, I thought the first Michaels Taker was better. In the second one.
Okay.
If that one made it, yes, I'll give you that one. 30?
30 solid, but it's 30 not like this same match. Like I wouldn't put it higher than this match. I'd probably put it on the same level.
You think it's the same as this match? There's parallels.
Yeah, there's parallels. Yeah.
Well, shit.
31, 32, 33, 34.
What are the best ones triple threats? Because I was about to say 38 is probably better than this one.
38. What's the main event of 38?
Roman and Roman, Bryan, Edge.
No, that's 37.
Oh, 30, yeah, 37. Stack them, pin them.
Right. 38 is Austin.
KO.
Kevin.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better. I was just watching that on YouTube. They've been running the main events over the weekend. And they only play like 4. They rerun the same 6 over and over again. It's really fucking annoying. They kept rerunning the one from last year. The ones from last year.
It's called propaganda, baby. Don't you want to come to WrestleMania?
I'd say KO but the KO and Stone Cold kind of like a segment plus a match, which is kind of funny looking back. But like in the moment, I was there, so I'm biased. But 30, 39,
38, 39 is better than this. Yeah,
40 is
better than this. Yeah,
41's night 1 is better than this. I think undisputedly, as far as triple threats go, the triple threat from 41 is better than all of them.
I agree. I'll say that.
Roman Punk is better than all of the triple threats that they've done as a main event.
But this was a really good, at the time, really gratifying finish. It was like, oh man, he did it. Look at that. Benoit, the guy who never really won the big one, except he did win the big one, but then they just amended it.
Who's Benoit?
Right. Sorry, Young Joe. Young Joe finally wins the big one. Big shoulder lean to end the show with Eddie Guerrero.
We got one more week of these.
We got one more week.
You better close out. You better close out good.
Well, might get what you wish for. Let's move on to
41. I'm going to kill you.
No, I'm not going to do 41. Or will I? Let's move on to NXT Stand and Deliver, which is this weekend, which kind of just popped up on me, to be honest with you.
It didn't pop up on me. I knew it was coming, but it's also like, whatever.
Yeah. So, just should I just spoil the ending of NXT for you? Since
yeah, go
ahead. So Kendall Gray and Lola Vice end in a. Kendall Gray has her shoulders pinned, but then Lola Vice makes her tap out at the same time. So Sean, that's why I was.
And she's tapping out, or who's tapping out? Whose shoulders are down?
Kendall Gray's tapping out while Lola Vice's shoulders are down for a 3. Right. So Shawn Michaels comes out. It's like, what's going on here? And that's how NXT kind of ends.
What a fucking stupid way to end the show at Madison Square Garden auditorium.
yeah.
What a stupid way to do that.
Yeah, well, NXT.
Good job. Who's the guy that's the head writer? Shapiro, Johnny.
I don't know. They don't put his. His name is
Johnny Russo. His name is Johnny Russo or some shit. He's terrible.
They don't put his shit at the end credits for a reason.
Yeah, if I'm Triple H, I don't want my name anywhere close to that shit.
Hey man, put Lee Fittings on top. That's what I would say. Put Lee Fitting on top.
You will do camera tonight. That was Jalen from our Discord. The camera.
There you go, Jalen. By the way, shout out to Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be a boy dad. Also, you know what I want to say? Shout out to, and this is I wanted to say this on Twitter, but then I realized I don't know if he deleted his Twitter. But happy belated birthday to Sid. I wanted to say I fully appreciate how much of a amazing member he's been of our community. To be honest with you, like he is legitimately the life of the party. So
come on, you know what it is, nigga.
Oh, is he in sync?
Yeah, he's in sync.
He's part of NSYNC. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you act like you don't know what it is. You've been bankrolling the Masked Man.
What?
You've been bankrolling the Masked Man. You the one who took my nigga out.
Only patreon.com/HRNC is $20 for the Discord, one-time fee. Get your ass in there, and then also enjoy the shows that we have for the week.
You'll find out who's bankrolling the Masked Man. It's been taken over our Discord.
Stand and Deliver card. I'm sure there'll be a great preview of it by the War Report this weekend. Let's
speed through this. Looking at the card, I want to fucking vomit.
Well, we have the pre-show, which if you're around for the pre-show, it is. Someone spelled birthright wrong. It is birthright. Birthright. It might be phonetically. Lexus King Channing Stacks, Charlie Dempsey, Uriah Connors, and Ariana Grace versus Eli Knight, Shiloh Hill, Hank and Tank, and Red Sinclair. 10-person mixed tag team match. This could be fun, but also
is a woman going to slam a man during this? It just seems like this is the type of match where a woman will slam a man.
I think Ren Sinclair puts Charlie Dempsey in the cattle mutilation.
Okay. And then she'll slam a man.
Yeah, it might slam a man. None of these guys are that imposing, so she could have very well slammed them. You know what I'm saying? Scoop slam, spin.
I think the heels win. Keep going.
Yeah. The Vanity Project, who are the NXT Tag Team Champions, versus Los Americanos. You might be wondering, where does this match come from? Stay tuned.
I like the Vanity Project. I think they need to go all in on them. It's kind of like the next Undisputed Era-esque kind of back of bros that are doing bro things. So I'm always in favor of them getting a good look. And I think this is, again, to me, if there's anyone that could revive the NXT tag scene, which at one point Meelz was like one of the most coveted things in the company at one point, I think it'd be these guys if they actually give them a chance to rock.
I agree. The Americanos are really fun. I appreciate the Americanos. Also, very seasoned. Again,
who those guys are?
You know, I don't know who they are, but I just, I think it could be anybody.
Vanity Project, for sure.
They could. Let's see. Miles Bourne versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. It is a match that is happening. So there is that.
I don't know how I feel about Johnny Gargano doing the tan for Miles Bourne, who is not good. But I figure this is them saying, Miles, this is kind of like your test. Like, you got to be able to get a good match with Gargano. Right?
Yeah.
It's just his fucking offense, his basics, all of it is just so basic. There's nothing about this kid that I feel.
It's very 2004. It feels like he comes from OVW, to be honest with you.
It feels like he comes from WrestleMania 20. Literally, he could have been working that fucking card.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of him. So we'll see how this goes. But Johnny Gargano, I mean, he seems to be back in somewhat of a notable form this week. So
cool.
Stay tuned. JC Jane defends the NXT Women's Championship against either Kendall Gray or Lola Vice. Stay tuned to figure out who it is. I'm assuming it might probably both of them at this point. I don't know if it's both of them.
It's going to be a triple threat. I think they need somebody to take the fall, which is like crazy because why
are we protecting JC?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't JC take the fall if that's the case? I'm not completely convinced, but I think that the Kendall Gray of it all makes me think that like she's gonna win and that it'll spin off into Lola versus Kendall for Lola's final feud on the brand.
Okay, I could see that. I could also see them. I don't know what the next PLE is.
Because again, like ideally, Meelz, in a perfect world, the good booking here would be that like you never beat me, Kendall. So let's have the feud. Let's spin off the feud. You pin JC, not me. So let's spin off into the feud. Like, but it's NXT, so I have no clue what crack they'll smoke on Saturday.
I expect this match to be less crack than most, to be honest with you. I'm expecting good things from this match, no matter actually who the opponent is.
Special, you know what it is.
Hey man, come on, heel's gonna heal.
Distraction,
heel gonna heal. Let her heal.
Distraction leaves the ringside. They come back. Distraction again. JC Jane wins.
Let her heal it up.
He's one of the worst heels. Objectively, one of the worst heels in the company.
Dream Jacers. You know what I'm saying?
You're not even trying to defend it. Keep going. Saul Ruka versus Zarya, not a stipulation. Unless I know.
Should if I know. What is Sol Ruka going to like defiantly hit Soul Snatcher? It's like, God damn.
Saul can't be a fucking heel with that unless she sets up a different way to do that finisher.
I'm interested to see what they do with this match, but I'm also not interested in this match at all. There's nothing that about these two that have been presented over the time they've been in NXT that says to me that either of them can have a notable match at this kind of event. They haven't had any long matches. They haven't had any notable matches. They just kind of.
It'll remind me. It's going to remind me. Remember the Roxanne Cora series of matches?
Yes.
Where it was like we waited so long for it, and it was just like, oh, it's shit, and they work better with other people than with each other. That's what it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, it might be. Tatum Paxley versus Blake Monroe. Now this is a match I can get behind.
Have Blake win. I don't know why it's taken them 4 months to get to the point where they were going to get to anyway.
Well, we have Thea Shirakawa to thank for that. Fatal 4-way: Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, Tony D'Angelo. This match, I said that this match is like, it's so white that Ricky Saints is just starting to blend in now. Like, it's just like, I'm not, I'm sure it'll be fine, but
I mean, there are 3 elements in this that are great. But I think that the sum of its parts is that, like, you're looking at another fucking card, and we do this every month, Meelz, with this fucking brand, where there are several people that have nothing else to do in the show and that should be gone. Ethan Page should be gone. I get why Ricky should probably stay for a little bit longer, but Tony D'Angelo should be gone. Joe Hendry should be gone. What are we doing?
Bullshit.
I think Hendry retains, and I think Ethan's gone.
Yeah, I could see Joe Hendry retaining. Yeah, I mean, but that's the card. I mean,
looks like a boring show.
I'll be there. I like the energy of Stand and Deliver during the weekend. So this not being during the weekend is actually kind of disappointing. But we're here.
It's either that or I wake up at 8 a.m. to watch it, and I think that I prefer this 10 times.
No. This is gonna happen. This is his own event, baby. It's happening.
No, I'm saying it's either this, like this weekend, or
you wake up at
8 a.m. Yeah, it's at 8 a.m.
Well, it's on YouTube, so I'm sure it'll pop up in your algorithm if you don't watch it. Hey, did you want to watch? You might have missed. Or you do like I do sometimes, and I just watch like what are the 10 biggest moments from the show that they usually air afterwards, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm on the show that I don't like.
Oh yeah, this is true. WrestleMania. Well, let's. Do you care about Goldberg still being upset about his retirement? Essentially, he's still blaming Triple H for cutting off his speech, even though he was on NBC.
I think it's to a point where like everyone who's anyone is even the anti WWE people are even like, just give it a rest. Like even the people who hate Triple H are just like, give it a rest, guy.
Yeah.
Like, because I think that as much as they hate Triple H, like they hate Goldberg more. So they're pretty much like, we don't give a fuck, dude. Like you need to get over it. His histrionics are insane. Like he's starting to look like Brett with this. And again, he still had his like moment. It just wasn't on camera. You know what I'm saying? But also, like, you're not fucking John Cena, bro. I'm sorry. You didn't change in that way.
I'm just kind of, I don't know what he expected. Like, I don't know legitimately. I mean, you get what you ask for, you get what you negotiate, and I don't know what he negotiated. Did he want a longer run? Considering the man got injured in his final match, there's no possible way he could have had any series of matches building up to this. There's no way that he could have got an event where where we're removing people from a card. You know what I'm saying? Like getting out of their own way, ruining our Money in the Bank or any of these other shows for the timing that we have, where we have to get it off of Jade to get it on Gunther so he can face you, but also make sure that we have it in time so we can also set up the SummerSlam main event. So I don't think he's being fair. But I also feel like if you really wanted a great ending, should have asked for it. Like, what are you complaining about? You get what you negotiate, and you clearly didn't negotiate anything of any note. You're not even at the World next weekend. You know what I'm saying? You're not even a fanatics fest.
He could have been getting such a bigger bag if he just play ball. But
you could have been Goldberg, like just.
But it's always in WCW niggas, man.
Yeah, no, it's true. But like
always in WCW niggas.
But post WWE, like you're Goldberg at the end of the day, so you're still somewhat notable, and you can just build your brand around being Goldberg. But you want to be, you want to go out on your sword and whatever. WrestleMania 42, the card is shaping out. But before we get into the card, we have now announced the host. John Cena is the host for WrestleMania. The news was reported. I mean, I don't know if it was reported as much if it was, what's the word? People attempting to write as if like, damn, man, they desperate. John Cena, they dug that man out the dirt 3 months ago, and now he's hosting WrestleMania. So the fuck what?
Yeah, they're trying to sell tickets. Okay. Like, isn't the purpose to sell tickets? You guys said they weren't selling tickets. Now they're selling tickets and they're desperate to sell tickets. Like, which part is it? No one says AEW is desperate to sell tickets when they're selling them for $2 and a hot dog.
Yeah.
Because you got to sell tickets.
You really do. I mean, they're cheaper now. It's still, I mean, if you buy WrestleMania tickets now, I don't think you're still really not getting it any cheaper considering the fact.
I think the price that you'll get it now for what the card is now, you're actually getting a great card for the price.
Yeah, I agree. But then also you have to think of like flight and hotel and all the ridiculous shit that you probably haven't planned out.
That's superfluous shit, honestly. Like, I think that people complain about the ticket price, right? But they were complaining about it under the pretext and the subtext that like the car was shit.
Yeah,
the car is not shit.
It's fucking awesome, actually.
It's a great car. So like now it's like, so is it now not worth the money? It's like, oh well, the stories and the build isn't good. I'm like, that has nothing to do with the ticket prices. A build has never stopped anyone from going to the from paying for Super Bowl tickets or NBA Finals tickets. The build does not matter as long as your favorite whatever is there. You're gonna buy tickets to go there.
Yeah, this is true.
Saying? Like they're completely secondary. Like, yes, me and you look at each other like crazy. Like, damn, like people are buying these tickets and there's not even a match announced. There's 12 matches announced now, and I'm like, this is 5 times better than last year.
Yeah, it really is.
This show is going to be fucking really good. It has the potential to be really, really fucking good, and they've been telling you this for months.
So, what Dirt Sheets have been telling us, rather than the card is going to be really good, is that this card has changed a million times because of,
injuries,
ticket sale, injuries, but more so they're trying to apply it as ticket sales. There's a reason why it's changed so much. But realistically,
as a promoter though, again, in my rebuttal to that is, as a promoter, if you see something is not working, do you not change the plan to make it work? Like, are they supposed to get it right the first? Again, this to me just reads from news outlets. It reads to me as farming. But to people on the outside, it reads to me as like self-fulfilling prophecies, or in a certain extent, like kind of being like, oh well, if they're so great, then why can't they do it the same way every single year? It's like, well, you know why they can't do it the same way every year. There's no Cody story to do this time, right? There's no Cody story. There's no Roman story. There's none of that to do this time. The road is a little tougher every year. I think the company as a whole understands that, and that's why they've given us this card this year.
This card is awesome. I'm kind of running through the card.
Okay.
We'll start off with the main events because we're not really going to talk about that right now. CM Punk and Roman Reigns, World Heavyweight Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, undisputed WWE Championship.
Right.
Then we go over to the Women's World Championship matches. 75 Care versus Liv Morgan, which I think has a good amount of aggression to it for ladies who I couldn't tell you if they even passed each other in a hallway before 3 months ago. It certainly looks like two baddies who hate each other. Jade, Cargill, and Rhea Ripley.
How about undisputedly, of all the matches you're about to name after this, probably the weakest build of all of them in my eyes.
Yeah, weakest build, most awkward interactions. doesn't really seem natural, but I do think. Actually, I don't know.
It could surprise people though.
Yeah, I think it could. I mean, they're both high caliber athletes who I think ultimately give their all in their matches. Whether the result is whether Jade's all is less than Rhea's all, I do think that they give their all in their matches, and I think Jade Cargill knows what kind of stage this is for her and what time it actually is. We've got the match that Alvarez and Meltzer said should be the main event: Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
No,
no, but good. We got Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
That'll be fun.
We have Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio in a regular ass match.
Mm-hmm.
We have Penta. This was surprising. A fatal 5-way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship featuring Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rusev.
I know you fucking
just one for the good ones, man. Good one for the good ones.
Yeah, Who knew? Penta's announcement of this match had me hype. I'm not gonna lie. he's good, man.
I agree, and I think he deserved to be in this moment thus far.
Yeah,
I don't know if he walks out with this fucking belt, but he sure deserved to be here.
What a year. I think he does. But what a year! What a year!
Fantastic, and I think a great ambassador for the company, and just seems really happy with what he's doing, no matter what. Mm-hmm. So very, very fun. You have the women's tag team championships on the line: Irresistible Forces versus Charlexa versus Bayley and Lyra versus the Bella Twins. That should be a match. Shout out to Lash Legend. That's really what I want to celebrate from this match. Lash Legend was in NXT a number of months ago. She is now officially on WrestleMania. Kind of like when you look at her contemporaries now, she's like the woman of the black call-ups. Like Oba, Trick, Javon, all on WrestleMania, but also Lash Legend is here.
Yeah, I think people leave out of the conversation too much.
I think so as well. She's really the only. No, Stephanie.
She's the only. Her and Jordan. Just recently, we're talking recently, like Stephanie.
Yeah. But this is Stephanie's WrestleMania debut. So
because she debuted in like July of last year.
She debuted right after WrestleMania. I think she loses. She defends the belt at Stand and Deliver because she was double belted, and then she loses it shortly after to Jacy Jayne, and then she's on her way to Stardom. So shout out to Lash Legend. Seth Rollins versus Gunther, a late ad. This is
talk about it.
Both of our opponents are just unable to really compete at this moment, but we got each other.
Fuck it. I say fuck it.
If we can make it make sense, yeah.
I mean, what is there to make sense? Don't make sense of it Monday.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we can make. I'm not saying it as like, oh man, this match shouldn't happen unless it makes sense. But I'm like, for long term, when you look at Seth Rollins and Gunther and both the characters and how important they are on the show, they're just not going to do a match for the fucking sake of it. They're going to do a match that's like, okay, how can we get this thing a little bit more involved? So this is this isn't their first ever encounter. I believe they fought before.
Second, there was a Raw match.
There was a Raw match, but again, if Seth Rollins is the second coming of Mr. WrestleMania, put this on the card. Put this in his history. He's been at allegedly 15 fucking WrestleManias. How fucking old are we?
Yeah, I think that's true. I think he started popping.
He debuted at 29.
29, yeah, and he hasn't missed one.
No, he did miss one. He missed
the one where he was looking at the
look at Roman and Brock.
33.
I think it is 33. No, it's 32.
32, yeah.
32. Because this is after the heist. The highest of highs to the lowest of lows.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then we have, in the match that I'll transition to, we have Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the WWE United States Championship. And I want to transition to it based off the conversation that's pretty much happening on the internet in response to this match.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the conversation. Okay. I know what the conversation is. The conversation is, why did you guys do that? That's unfair.
to Carmelo.
Yeah, which again is insane to say. It's fake, guys. It's a storyline. It's not real. But here's the conversation. But here's what happened at the beginning of SmackDown. Nick Aldis says, "Trick, you made it on to WrestleMania."
Can I lay this out? Yeah, I've been thinking about this for like a number of days. I actually want to lay this out. I'm gonna definitely let you finish, but I want to lay this out because this was the funniest segment on SmackDown. Nick Aldis pulls up to Trick and was like, "Trick, I got some good news for you." He's like, "What's up, player?"
Hey, he's Teddy Long.
Yeah, what's up? That's what Trick said. And he says, "You're gonna be on the card for WrestleMania." And he's like, "Oh man, thank you, Nick Aldis. You my Nick Aldis. You know what I'm saying? Like you the man." And then Sami Zayn walks up in a basic tee.
It was unique flow, nigga. He told me.
And Nick Aldis looks over at Sami. Well, Sami Zayn walks out and he's like, "Nick, do I have a match at WrestleMania?" To which Nick is like, "I'm sorry, Sami. I didn't want to say this in front of people. But we're all out of matches for WrestleMania." I'm sorry, you will not be on WrestleMania this year.
Crazy because then they proceed to book 2 more on Monday.
We're sorry, we just don't have any room on WrestleMania anymore.
To be fair, the 2 matches were Raw matches, so I'll give them that. Maybe no more SmackDown matches, but they had 2 more Raw matches.
And he walks away, and Trick is just like, "Yeah." He's like high-fiving Nick in the background. And then Sami turns back around, to which Trick says, "Cater it is that way."
Listen, if there's anyone that is the analog, and again, like, you don't really want to make that comparison too often because it kind of like limits the person's growth or whatever. But like, everyone said Ricky was him, right? Ricky's the next Rock. Ricky's the next him. It's this nigga Trick Williams. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he is the prototype.
Yeah,
like, he is the one. He's the one.
You think they turn him face soon?
Is he not already? Like, can we go through literally what happens when he shows up? He gets cheered. He has not been booed in 3 weeks. I've counted it. He's not been booed in 3 weeks.
So from there on, I would have. You know what? It is what it is. Carmelo has this United States Open challenge once more again.
Mind you, Sami Zayn comes out because the story is that he needs to get on the card somehow, and the only way to do it is to make some noise. It's explicitly said, like, if I make some noise, I'm gonna get on the card.
Is the idea inferred that Trick would have been facing Melo at WrestleMania?
It's inferred that would have been it. Yes. When it prolongs it, because again, but it makes sense that Trick would be in line for a mid-card title or the secondary title because he's already lost his opportunity to get to the big one twice. Right. So like he's done that twice. He's back down in the rungs. If you're just going by just basic math here, Sami is also on that level as well. So if it's inferred that that's going to happen, then sure. At this point, Trick, and again, it's a little bit of a shell game in terms of the story. Like, we're not going to tell you guys who he was going to face because we got to set this next part of the story. Is it a little unfair? Yes. I'll give them that. I'll give them that for the story. It is a little unfair that it's inferred, but it's never said. But it's beside the point because they would have fucked up what happens next in the story beat. Trick comes out before the match starts. What's the first thing he says to Melo? It's kind of cut, like not shown or not talked about as much. Trick literally is saying, "My bad, dog," to Melo. When he comes out, right or wrong. I don't know if you saw it, but like he says it.
He says that, yes.
He interrupts everything. He hits Melo with the water bottle. Where is he keeping that, by the way?
I don't fucking know.
Hits Melo with the water bottle. Sami looks and knows that happened, by the way. Hits him with the haluva and then wins. Trick, what's his face look like, Meelz? Remorseful, regretful. Yeah. He doesn't look like he's celebrating what just happened. Walks to the back.
Meanwhile, Sami is over the moon.
Sami's acting like, again, he's acting like low key, acting like 2008, 2009 CM Punk when he won the title.
Yeah.
When he cashed in like a heel. again, it's like they're throwing this in people's faces that this is not the guy that you're cheering. You should absolutely be mad at Sami for taking advantage of an opportunity in a devious way, but instead they're mad at the writers and saying that there's no faith in Melo. I don't think what they did with Meelz was them saying we have no faith in Melo. What they did was Melo as a character and as a conduit for the show has great matches. That's without a doubt, he has great matches, but he has no story. His story with Ilya Dragunov, that was closed shut 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because he beat him again. So at that point, he has no story. What's the next beat? What's the next thing? It doesn't have to be a match at Mania for him to be, you know what I'm saying, cared about.
Mm-hmm.
Trick slimed him out. What's the next step? It's the follow-up. Let it play out. I thought it was masterful. It was, to me, the best thing on SmackDown on Friday.
In terms of actual build for the show, this is legitimately the only build, in my opinion, where people aren't attempting to kill each other. So yeah, I applaud it because it felt like an original way that also stays true to Sami, but also stays true to the character of Trick Williams. Trick Williams are overconfident. He's getting everything that he wants because he's the new hotness, and Sami Zayn having to seemingly work from under for it. Lost out on the opportunity for the WWE Championship, but still trying to find a way to get to WrestleMania as a savvy veteran, knows that he needs to do something at some point, takes advantage of Carmelo in the moment, in a brief moment, and now is being able to reap the benefits. It adds this seemingly shades of gray to all of this.
But the thing is, Meelz, is that like people knee jerk react because literally as soon as this happened, it stopped being about Trick Williams' moment and it started to be about Carmelo's moment, which let me know that all of the arguments that people have had for the past 2.5, 3 years, Meelz, 4 years even, are bullshit. Because it's really not about story. It's not about people getting opportunities. It's not about any of that shit. It's about like, I want this thing to happen a certain way, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be very upset about it. Because like how is it not about like Trick's moment at this point, right?
Yeah. It's just seemingly, I mean, people react with their fingers seemingly more than their brains. I think people, if they take a look at the story, but then they operate with and I know this is the buzzword of the month, they operate with a sense of bias, right? Ultimately, my fave isn't getting what they want, so I'm going to complain about it instead of kind of really looking at the entire story and kind of like hoping for the best all afterwards.
They're saying this didn't need the belt, and I'm like, the belt isn't the point. The belt was just a conduit for Sami to get on the show.
Yeah.
The belt is not the point. That's the whole thing. And ultimately, like, I hate to keep saying this because it kind of like puts what we do kind of in like a fucked up light too, but it's not real. The belt is not, like, when he goes home, the belt doesn't tell him he's the great person every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, the belt is not the point. The belt was the storyline device to get Sami on the show. And it was the storyline device to get Trick to screw Melo out of this thing accidentally. And that's why this is happening. Mind you, we've seen storylines like this before. So like, let's just get that off the way. Like, we've seen storylines like this before. I don't know why it's new to these people today.
Niggas ain't enjoyed that either, to be honest with you. When Goldberg takes the belt off KO to get to a match at WrestleMania, it's not something that people necessarily enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Usually the last minute title change, people didn't even enjoy it last week when Drew lost the belt to Cody. Until Randy Orton beats the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are kind of wrapped up in the feelings of this, and it's okay. It's great to.
It's basic storytelling that's been going on since like literally since forever, and you know why they do it? Because it fucking works.
But I think people are very much in kind of really caught up. I mean, at least on the internet, right? I don't think people in real life give a shit.
The situation should be that damn Sami Zayn and not that damn Triple H. It's like wait, what are you watching right now?
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
Like, they're incapable of looking at the media as it's being presented to them and making their decisions based on a rise and fall and middle part or a rise, middle part, and fall of a story as it's being presented. The beginning of Melo's story has started here. He is now integrated into something that he was not a part of a week ago. and the Trick and Sami story is in, to me, its middle part right now.
I think people are incapable of looking at wrestling, especially people on the internet are incapable of looking at wrestling as an isolated story.
The amount of tweets that look the same. Trick don't deserve the belt. That damn Triple H. Sami squashes niggas. Sami didn't deserve to be on Mania. Like the same tweets over and over and over again. It's like, bro, they just have found the algebra fucking problem to getting engagement, because this is not, because when they look at that shit, WWE says we got him again. Yeah. They're not looking at it saying we should probably change. No, they're saying we got it again, because now when Melo does get his moment, everyone's gonna fucking love it, and you'll be back on their nuts again.
Absolutely. With that said, let's over to Patreon.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. We got one more motherfucking week to go. We'll have more information on our Mania WrestleMania party coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, next week we have Roman we have Punk again. Roman's not in Houston next week for Raw, but him and Brock are there. And on SmackDown this week, Cody should be back, I think. So, yeah.
And who will Randy Orton beat up next? Who knows? Might be Carmelo Hayes.
God, please, God, no. They're gonna bring up Boom, nigga. They're gonna bring all that shit up.
Boom, nigga would be crazy. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. And Patreon gang, we'll see you right up next.